wake up early in the morning, pack your lunch, dress the child. You leave the house with angry footsteps, saying life is too hard, too wild. But you never see my hands or the things that I do. You never say thank you, not even when I carried you. I hold this house together, but you act like I'm not here. You never see my hands or the weight I carry every year. You come home smelling like whiskey, throw your coat on the floor. You say the world is against you, but I've heard those words before. But you never see my hands or the things that I do. You never say thank you, not even when I carried you. I hold this house together, but you act like I'm not here. You never see my hands or the weight I carry every year. One day I walk away and you'll suddenly understand. You lost a whole good woman because you never saw her hands. But you never see my hands, all the things that I do. You never say thank you, not even when I carried you. I hold this house together, but you act like I'm not here. You never see my hands or the weight I carry every year. You can't fill a basket with water and call it security. She wakes before the sunrise, picking pieces of a life. He broke again last night, dirty bottles on the counter, broken promises on the floor. But she still sweeps them like hope. He says the world is unfair while she is carried it on her back, trying to keep the home alive. He blames the job, the boss, the weather, but never himself, never the weight he puts on her. She carries the world while he carries nothing. She carries the world while he carries nothing. She carries the world while he carries nothing. She works 2 shifts, comes home tired, but still she cooks and checks homework while he drinks away the hours, complaining about problems he never tries to fix. He doesn't see her shaking hands or the sigh she hides behind a forced smile. Still she holds a door open for him to walk through a better life he refuses to take. She carries the world while he carries nothing. She carries the world while he carries nothing. She carries the world, yeah, while he carries nothing. He leaves for days, no word, no money, just excuses he recycles like empty cans. She tells their child, Daddy loves you. Even when she doubts, he remembers their names. But she keeps standing, keeps holding can't fill a basket with water and call it security. She carries the world while he carries nothing. She carries the world while he carries nothing. Thankless heart turns blessings into dust. She learned to cry in silence behind closed doors where no one can hear her breaking. He comes home with anger, slamming words like knives, blaming her for every lost dream. She bends, she listens, she forgives, thinking maybe tomorrow he'll wake up grateful. But tomorrow comes with the same empty eyes, the same empty love. She cries in silence while he hears nothing. He forgets birthdays, he forgets promises, he forgets they are a family. He remembers only his bottle, only his boredom, only what she fails to give him. Yet she gave him everything. Her youth, her peace, her steady hands. He turned them into tools he uses but never thanks. She cries in silence while he hears nothing. She cries in silence while he hears nothing. She cries in silence. I love. She cries in silence. I love. She cries in silence. I love. She cries in silence. She stands at the window holding the child, watching other families laugh outside. She wonders how her life would look if he had been the man she prayed for. But prayers don't grow in soil, water with bitterness and alcohol. Still she hopes, because hope is the last thing a motherless dies. She cries in silence while he hears nothing. She cries in silence, oh yeah, while he hears nothing.
Where love works alone, soon grows weak. Gilman's a singer.
She says I play for him, even when she knows he won't come home. The food gets cold, the room gets quiet, but she keeps pretending it's a family dinner. He says he's tired, he says he needs space, yeah. But the truth is he's running from himself. She stays, hoping one day he'll run back toward them. Oh, his chest drinking away his fears. She takes extra hours, smiling at strangers while her world falls apart. He returns angry, accusing her of nagging when she asks for honesty. Ungrateful men hate mirrors, even when the mirror is their own wife. But her heart keeps waiting. His chair stays empty, but her heart keeps waiting.
Child asks, why doesn't Daddy come to my school play? She swallows a tear and says, Daddy is busy, though the truth is crueler. She holds a family alone, lifting what should be his share with tired arms. Yet she still sets his chair, because hope is a ritual she refused to break.
His chair stays empty, but her heart keeps waiting. His chair stays empty, but her heart keeps waiting. His chair stays empty, but her heart keeps waiting.
Where love works alone, it soon grows weak.
She became the roof. A house cannot stand when one wall refuses to carry weight. Yeah. Yeah. He was supposed to be the shelter, but it turned into the storm. Every promise he made melted like snow under his hot, angry words. She patched every hole, held every wall, kept the house from collapsing. But a woman should be a partner, not the structure holding a man's weight. She became the roof when he chose to be the rain. Yeah, man. Wake up, don't destroy your family. He lost another job, came home shouting, blaming fate for his failures. She tried to comfort him, but he pushed her away with bitterness. Ungrateful, he called her lucky for being strong, not knowing knowing strength came from pain.
She loved him,
but love cannot replace responsibility. She became the roof when he chose to be the rain.
yeah man.
Wake up, don't destroy your family. Ooh. Yeah. Late at night, she looked at the ceiling she repaired with her own hand. She wondered when he would realize she saved him more times than he ever saved her. But he slept peacefully, dreaming of struggles he never fought. She stayed awake, guarding the home from falling apart. She became the roof when he chose to be the rain. Wake up, don't destroy your family. She became the roof when he chose to be the rain.
A house cannot stand when one wall refuses to carry weight.
She became the roof when he chose to be the rain. Wake up, don't destroy your family. She became the roof when he chose to be the rain. Wake up, don't destroy your family.
A house cannot stand when wall refuses to carry weight.
He was supposed to be the shelter, but he turned into the storm. Every promise he made melted like snow under his hot, angry words. Yeah. She patched every hole, held every wall, kept the house from collapsing. Yeah. But a woman should be a partner, not the structure holding the man's weight. She became the roof when he chose to be the rain.
Yeah man.
Wake up, don't destroy your family. He lost another job, came home shouting, blaming fate for his failures. She tried to comfort him, but he pushed her away with bitterness. No, no, no. Ungrateful, he called her lucky for being strong, not knowing strength came from pain. She loved him, but love cannot replace responsibility. When he chose to be the rain. Yeah, man, yeah. Wake up, don't destroy your family. Wait there, Dad. Wait there, Dad. She became the roof. She be paid when he chose to be the rain. Yeah, man, yeah. Wake up, don't destroy your family. Oh, no, 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 no. Late at night, she looked at the ceiling. She repaired with her own hands. She wondered when he would realize she saved him more times than he ever saved her. But he slept peacefully, dreaming of struggles he never fought. She stayed awake, guarding the home from falling apart. She became the became the rule. When he chose to be the rain. Wake up, don't
destroy your family.
She became the rule. When he chose to be the rain. Don't know what you ain't told him, man. Wake up, don't destroy your family. Wake up, man. Don't know what you ain't told me. Wake up, man. When he chose to be the rain. Wait, no, he told him, man. Dang up, dang up, dang up. No.
She leaves home before dawn, her feet heavy, but her spirit's still trying to rise. He stay asleep, complaining later that life is unfair and everyone is against him. Her shadow works, her body works, her heart works, keeping the home from falling. He sees none of it, blinded by his own excuses. Her shadow works, while he does nothing. Man up and don't be a loser. Remember your responsibility. Oh, responsibility. Oh, responsibility. Yeah. Oh. She pays the bills, cleans the house, feeds the child, and still asks for nothing. But he gives her nothing in return, except arguments and complaints. He is an expert in blaming, a master in forgetting, a champion of disappointment. Her only medal is survival. Shadow works, while he does nothing. Man up and don't be a loser. Responsibility, yeah. Responsibility, oh yeah. Responsibility, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, At night she whispers to herself, maybe one day he will change. But change cannot grow in a man who waters himself with self-pity. She stands strong, but even strong hearts crack, and she feels the cracks growing wider and every day. Oh. Her shadow works while he does nothing. Man up and don't be a loser. Remember your responsibility. Responsibility. Her shadow works while he does nothing. Man up and don't be a loser. Remember your responsibility. The tree that gives shade is often the one most wounded. Yeah. Her shadow works while he does nothing. Man up and don't be a loser. feel like a full-time job with no rest days. But he turned affection into obligation and partnership into slavery. Every day she lives him, pushes him, reminds him, begs him to act right. He still prefers laziness over loyalty. Love shouldn't hurt, but he makes it heavy. Love shouldn't hurt, but he makes it heavy. He drinks to forget, yeah, but she remembers everything he breaks. He shouts to feel strong, but she stays quiet to keep the peace. He leaves to escape responsibility. She stays to carry it. Ungrateful men demand what they don't deserve. Love shouldn't hurt, love shouldn't hurt, but he makes it heavy. But he makes it heavy, heavy. Love shouldn't hurt, but he makes it heavy. Child in a bed, whispering love in her small ears. He's somewhere complaining about how hard life is for him. She wonders how much longer she can hold this family alone. Her heart is tired, but her duty keeps beating. Love shouldn't hurt, but he makes it heavy, yeah. Love shouldn't hurt, yeah. But he makes it heavy, but he makes it heavy, yeah. Love shouldn't hurt, but he makes it heavy.
He who does not plant cannot claim the harvest.
Every promise he made became another burden she had to carry. He said he quit drinking, said he'd find work, said he'd be a father. But his words were leaves in the wind, gone before they touched the ground. She learned not to expect anything from him anymore.
He breaks the promises, she pays the price. The pain of making her own
held the world with tired hands. He never noticed she was breaking. He breaks the promises, she pays the price. The pain of making a wrong choice in life. He breaks the promises, she pays the price. In life, she tried to fix the home, the relationship, the hope, all alone. He thanked her with anger, with blame, with coldness, yet she still stayed. Oh, because leaving felt like failing the child, but staying felt like dying. Slowly, slowly, he breaks the promises, she pays the price. The pain of making a wrong choice in life. He breaks the promises, she pays the price. The pain of making a wrong choice in life. In life, he breaks the promises, she pays the price. The pain of making a wrong choice in life.
A crackpot can hold trust.
She pays the price.
He left again, saying he needed time. Yeah. But time means nothing to a man who runs. She picked up the pieces, held the child, and stepped into a role he abandoned. She became the mother and a father, the hope and the healer. He became a ghost with excuses. She became the father because he chose to disappear. He breaks the promises, she pays the price. He returns smelling of alcohol, saying he wants to change, but change is a word he uses to buy more time. Not a plan he wants to follow. She listens because her heart is kind, but kindness cannot save a drowning man, especially one who refuses to swim.
A bird that won't build a nest doesn't deserve the shelter.
She became the father because he chose to disappear. He breaks the promises, she pays the price. She became the father because he chose to disappear. He breaks the promises, she pays the price. She teaches their child strength, patience and love. Oh, he teaches nothing but absence She became the father because chose to disappear. He breaks the promises. She pays the price. Oh, she became the father because he chose to disappear. He breaks the promises. She pays the price. Oh, she became the father because he chose to disappear. He breaks the promises. She pays the price. She became the father because he chose to disappear. He breaks the promises. She pays the price.
A bird that won't build a nest doesn't deserve the shelter. The shelter. The shelter.
She became the father. She pays the
Ooh,
She poured love into him like water in a dry soil, but he gave nothing back, not warmth, not gratitude, not effort. She kept believing he would grow into the man she needed, but some seeds were never meant to bloom. She gave everything, he gave nothing. She became the father because he chose to disappear. Oh, a heart that never thinks will never grow. He gave nothing. Yeah. He spent nights drinking, mornings complaining, afternoons doing nothing. She spent her life fixing what he broke in seconds. He called her too emotional, forgetting emotions are what kept him alive. Ungrateful men forget the value of a loyal woman. Oh, she gave everything, he gave nothing. She gave nothing. She became the father because he chose to disappear. Oh, yeah. He gave everything, he gave nothing. She gave and she became the father because he chose to disappear. Whoa.
because he chose to disappear.
Yeah. She carried them both, but he carried no one. She gave everything, he gave nothing. Oh, she carried his responsibilities like heavy stones tied to her feet. He dragged her down with laziness, excuses and broken dreams. She worked, she cleaned, she cared, she hoped, he took, he slept, he drank, he complained. She carried him both, but he carried no one. She gave everything, he gave nothing.
Two hands cannot row if one refuses to touch the water.
Every time she stumbled, he blamed her for not being strong enough. Every time he failed, he blamed the world for not helping him. She learned to stop expecting maturity from a man who refused to grow, but she still wished for a miracle. Oh, she carried them both. Oh yeah, but he carried no one. Oh yeah, she gave everything, he gave nothing. She carried them both. Oh yeah, yeah, but he carried no one. Oh, she gave everything, he gave nothing. When he walked out, leaving her with a child and an empty wallet, she didn't break, she adjusted, she rose, she fought for their future. He looked back expecting her to beg, but she had learned that strength grows when weakness leaves. She carried them both, but he carried no one. She gave everything, he gave nothing. Oh, she carried them both. Oh yeah, yeah, but he carried no one. Oh, she gave everything, he gave nothing. Hey.
Two hands cannot row if one refuses to touch the water.
She carried them both, but he carried no one. She gave everything, he gave nothing. She carried them both, but he carried no one. She gave everything, he gave nothing. She carried them both, but he carried no one. She gave everything, he gave nothing. 11 she stayed, he strayed. He wandered through bars, nights, and empty promises. She stayed home, building a future he didn't appreciate. He said life was too hard, but he never tried to soften it for her. His comfort mattered more to him than her pain. Her last tear fell, and she walked away. She carried them both, but he carried no one. A wandering heart will never build
misses. Paid his debts, forgave his absence. He returned angry, ungrateful, calling her too demanding. But all she demanded was the bare minimum: love, respect, effort. He couldn't give even that. His comfort mattered more to him than that. Her last tear fell, and she walked away. She walked away. He carried them both. Carried, baby. He carried no one. Her last tear fell, and she walked away. She walked away. He carried no more. Yeah. He carried no one. One night she realized she was alone. Even when he was in the room, she understood loneliness doesn't always come from distance. Sometimes it comes from being unseen. And she had gone invisible in his eyes long ago. As tear fell, and she walked away. He carried them both. He carried no one. And last tear fell, and she walked away. She walked away. He carried no more. Yeah, but he carried no one. Last tear fell, and she walked away. She carried them both, but he carried no one.
Even the strongest river changes course when the banks collapse. Oh, wait. Yeah. She cried for him for years, hoping her tears would wash him clean. But tears don't change a man who refuses to change himself. He ignored her pain, his pride louder than the suffering. She learned to hide her feelings to keep the peace. She stayed, he strayed. Her last tear fell and she walked away. She stayed, he strayed. Her last tear fell and she walked away. He broke promises with the same ease. He opened another bottle. She broke inside but still held the family together. He didn't notice her fading smile, her tired steps, her trembling voice. Ungrateful men only see what they lose after it's gone. She stayed, he stayed, he stayed. Her last tear fell and she walked away. She stayed, he strayed. Her last tear fell and she walked away. One morning she looked at her reflection and said, enough, enough tears, enough patience, enough sacrifice. She didn't leave because she stopped loving him. She left because she started loving herself. She stayed, he stayed. Her last tear fell and she walked away. She stayed, he strayed. Her last tear fell and she walked away. No, babe, no, babe. Even the
the strongest river changes cuts. When the banks collapse.
She stayed, he stayed. Her last tear fell and she walked away.